Hi guys, welcome back to 14 because we are four teenagers and this podcast is 14s. I'm Isabella.
That's a motorcycle.
I'm Gloria.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Haley.
Who just rode through your house on a motorcycle, Isabella?
I don't know. I live in the ghetto. I don't know what's out there.
Isabella.
I don't know. I hope it was my weird neighbors that just sit on their porch all day.
Okay, so today's topic is books, TV, and movies, and we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, we are. All right, first, let's talk about books.
What's the accent? I don't
know. I'm just so tired. Okay, let's talk about books. Anyone read any good books recently?
No.
Yes.
What books, Lauren?
I'm started a new series called, the first book's called Embrace. It's good. It's weird. It's like, they're like these angels and like half angels. It's like a fantasy kind of thing. It's good. And what else? I've read One of Us is Lying, and I just got the sequel for that, so I'm going to start that once I finish Embrace. And that was so good. So that's like
I really like these French books from a bookstore called Netflix. They're called Subtitles. They remind me.
Oh my god.
That's what I read.
How long have you been sitting on that one?
Like 10 seconds.
Okay. Okay, so like I don't really read that much anymore, but I used to read a lot. I don't really know what happened to me. Honestly, quarantine happened to me, and my teacher wanted me to read The Book Thief, and I was just like, nah, fam. Like that's like genuinely what happened.
I read that book in one day.
Yeah, I read one page of it in one day, and then I just like kept trying to read it, and then I just like couldn't get to it.
She read one page of it.
No, I read about 60 pages of the entire book.
I read the book, and then halfway through, I got audiobooks because I'm known as the illiterate one in the group.
Haley's the most literate.
Facts.
She also writes, so I think that.
She reads and writes full paragraphs in like 1 second.
This is the fact.
Yeah, we were standing at the counter. Oh, that sounded so boastful. Yeah. We were standing at the counter and I was opening a Snap, and there was a lot of words on it, and I read it, and Gloria was like, "You did not read that." She accused me in such a accusatory tone. I was like, "I did read that, ma'am."
She accused you in an accusatory tone.
It was so fast.
I'm a little distracted right now, so word choices are not going to be as good as they usually are. I just had to scrap my second sauce.
No, the second lemon.
Give up on the sauce.
Just put some butter and salt on it and call it a day.
Put cheese on your noodles. Make like mac and cheese.
Oh, gross.
Oh Lord. Okay, books. Okay, so if you listen to our collab episode, you would know that I have a love and an obsession for John Green. I think that he is by far the coolest human on the planet. Love him so much. Actually, he's not.
Isn't he the guy that does Crash Course?
Yeah, he's like not actually that cool of a human, but his books are really good and they're really white privilegey, but like write what you know, you know? So I think his books are great. I read them all in 6th grade. They are amazing. I just love them so much. I have all of them, and they're organized in my bookshelf the way that they're not chronological by the when they were released. They're chronological in the order that I read them, and I just love John Green. And I feel like I have one of my favorites of his is a really unpopular one. Like I really, really like Abundance of Catherines. And I feel like people just don't like Abundance of Catherines, but I like that one.
I like Turtles All the Way Down.
That one's really good too.
I think the only one I've read is Fault in Our Stars.
That one is also.
I like that one too.
Wait, who wrote the Everything Everything? Who wrote that?
Nicola Yoon. Oh, I love everything. I read that book in like a day and a half. I love.
I'm not a fan.
The movie
skimmed
was
it.
immaculate.
Yeah, let's talk about like book movie like adaptations. Like
Oh, we're just done with books already.
no, like, books into movies. We're still talking about books, love.
Okay.
Well, one of my favorite authors is Stephen King.
Mhm.
I feel like sometimes his movies are good. Like the movies produced from his books are good. Like It was really good. They took out some scenes that I felt like they should have taken out, you know, from the book to the movie, especially because they're with like kids and stuff. And overall,
Petition? Continue. Sorry.
The petition can wait.
yeah, I think those are good. Those are good. But like most of my favorite authors don't have like favorite, like they don't have movie franchises. You know, like Ray Bradbury has Fahrenheit 451, but he doesn't have any for the others.
Yeah. It's usually only
Petition
really
for
popular.
Dork Diaries, the movie.
Oh,
Oh, that would be so good. I would freaking love that. I loved Dork Diaries.
I thought they did have a Dark Diaries movie.
No, they have Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
I
Wow,
boycotted
they have
books.
another one too.
Ew, I can't with those. I can't.
They are amazing in my
It
entire
pains
childhood.
me. It pains me when I see them like at my sister's nightstand. Or like I can't.
They're so good.
No, Dork Diaries was so good. It was like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but like for girls.
The Diary
You're just a
of a
hater
Wimpy
of
Kid
everything wonderful.
No, I like puppies.
There are puppies in the Dork Diary series.
There are. This,
But they're probably
And then-
abused or something.
And then they made a boy version. I didn't read that because I am a lady.
I feel like the boy version is just Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
No, but Diary of a Wimpy Kid like was about him being like
A Wimpy
gross.
Kid?
Well, yeah, I feel like I didn't read the boy series, so I can't say, but I feel like he would be like even the Dork Diaries girl, she was like low key cool. She just wasn't like systematically
It
cool.
was such a trope. All
She
of Dork Diaries was a trope.
was not like other girls before not like other girls was a thing.
Yes, it's like she was drawn really pretty and like she acted really nice, and so I didn't understand why she wasn't like popular.
But then there was like that one girl that called everyone hun.
Well, you're gonna tell me the popular people at our school are the like nice ones?
No, I'm just saying like she was really pretty and she had like good fashion. She just wasn't popular just because she wasn't.
Hmm.
Like Diary of a Wimpy Kid
Was
was
she
like
smart?
not particularly.
Because she was poor. That's why she wasn't popular. Do you guys realize that?
Yes, we do. But we
She
all
wasn't popular because she was poor. That's so awful.
She wasn't like poor.
Yes, she was. Her dad was the janitor, and they were like, oh, she's so poor. She doesn't belong here.
did we read
I
the
could've
same book series? I do not remember this.
I could have sworn she just like wasn't as rich as the popular girl.
No, because she didn't get into the school. She only got into the school because her dad is the janitor.
Are you are what?
You look it up. Look it up.
I am.
We're getting in a fight about Dark Diaries.
She had a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Yes, he dated the popular guy because he didn't know she was poor and he didn't care.
I swear we wrote this. It's similar to Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
As a kid, what was your favorite series? Like second grade ish.
Dork Diary.
Or Diaries.
I don't
Junie B.
think you
Jones.
realize how much I loved these books.
Or Junie B. Jones was so good. I had every single Junie B. Jones book, and I loved it so much.
I liked like Warrior Cats or Babysitter's Club.
Babysitter's Club, yes. Oh, I read
read-
those, like all of them.
I
Do you guys
read
remember those
Hive.
like animal books, like a Terrier Under the Tinsel?
Magic Treehouse, is that what it's called? It was so good.
Oh, what was the one
Oh,
I read?
yeah.
Wait,
Okay, yes, Haley was correct. Her dad was the bug exterminator at the school.
Oh, my
that
bad.
got a scholarship.
Hold on.
See,
I'm trying to think of my childhood right now.
wait, I can't remember what these books were called. Like the names of them, but they were like food and then they would like rhyme. So it would be like
Oh
it'd be
my
like
gosh.
cake pop something, macaroon something, and it was all about like bakers and like love life, which was like
Yes,
my favorite.
those were so good. Oh wait, hold
I
on.
need
Oh my
to
God,
find
you know
it.
what? Like picture books are my absolute favorite thing on the planet.
What?
Pinkalicious.
Oh, do you guys remember those books that were like, oh shoot, oh the fairies with like your
Cake
name?
pop crush.
Rainbow Magic, Haley.
Yeah, Rainbow Magic.
They didn't have
When
one
I
with
read
my
Cake
name. I was
Pop
so sad, but now they do.
and
Lauren the Puppy Fairy. I have it, I think.
You own it?
fairy books. Yeah, Cake Pop Crush, Macaroons at Midnight, Hot Cocoa Hearts. I read all of those. and
I
they were
did
my
too,
favorite
Gloria.
things.
Those were so good. I was probably older than I should have been when I read those. I was
I
I was-
Survived was good.
Okay, how did everyone have like a 5th grade reading level in like 3rd grade? Like, you
Most
were either
kids
behind-
don't. We're just
You were
select.
either behind at reading or everyone had like an above level reading.
That's true.
No one was just like average.
But I also think like the average kids thought they were behind just because there were so many kids, especially in our district and in our school, there was just always like this need to be like better than.
Because like 2nd grade to 4th grade, like a book that a 4th grader could read, a 2nd grader probably could.
Mm-hmm.
So like being at a 4th grade reading level in 2nd grade like wasn't that hard.
Well, and like, I don't know, the other thing is like I was at like an 11th grade reading level in 6th grade, right? But like, does that mean that I fully comprehended everything I read? Like, just because I was able to read it and give a short summary about the book, doesn't mean that I fully comprehended what I read. And if I reread that same book now, I'd probably find a whole new different thing, and I'd probably find a whole different theme and subject.
Yeah, like Dork Diaries.
my gosh.
Well, I didn't read Dork Diaries in 6th grade. I read that in 3rd grade. Thank you.
I have no memory of anything. I've lost all reading comprehension.
Because our reading level, like the stuff we read is a lot harder than what it was in 5th grade.
No, I have to read like test questions like 4 times to understand what it's asking.
Test questions are hard. I read a lot and I pride myself on my reading skills, but test questions are hard.
I read a series of unfortunate events as a 1st grader.
What?
Whoa.
I read Narnia as a 3rd grader.
I read
I
Harry
didn't
Potter
read
in 4th
any like
grade.
famous
I read
books.
Harry Potter in 2nd grade.
Oh, okay, Lauren. I see you. Jeez. All right.
I didn't
Me flexing on my Harry Potter skills, and you said I read Harry Potter in 2nd grade. I said okay.
Never seen Harry Potter.
Hey, you
Never
read
read
Harry
it.
Potter?
I read Percy Jackson.
I've seen 3 of
In,
the
like,
movies.
3rd grade.
Jackson is so good.
Never read Percy Jackson.
Heroes of
The
Olympus.
teacher read that to us.
Oh yeah, let's talk about books our teachers have read to us in like.
A Fish in a Tree.
Fish in a Tree. Fish in a Tree's good. I liked Fish in a Tree.
Oh, I'm trying to think. None of you were in my class in 6th grade, but we read so many. We read.
I didn't even
Pax.
live here.
We read Pax. No.
My teacher read this really good book in 7th grade where it was like, I think they were Hindu and they were like the chosen ones. And so they were basically gods and they were like 14 and they didn't know. And then they had to like go save the world. And it's like a series. I just don't remember what it's called.
Oh, that's cool.
My teacher in 5th grade read Prisoner B3087.
Oh, I think we all had to.
I
You
did.
guys read like Dear Mr. Crenshaw or Henshaw?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
We read Where the Wild Fern Grows in 6th grade. And Wonder. Oh, Wonder.
Oh, Wonder. Yeah,
We didn't read that. I had to read that on my own.
I had already read that when we read it in class.
I read it like 4 times in
I
school.
loved Wonder.
I'm so glad they came out with a movie because the whole
The
time
movie
I
was kind of bad.
I just wanted to know what he looked like the whole time.
I forget. Wait, I think I saw that.
It was okay.
No, I don't know if I saw that. I don't think. Wait, yes, I definitely saw it at Bethany's.
Get on that, Lauren.
I saw it. We're good. I saw it.
I think.
But I kind of wasn't paying attention because I was a sleepover and we were like sleeping.
Well,
Oh, A Dog's Purpose.
never saw
I hate that
it.
movie. It's so boring.
That book and movie were amazing.
That sounds sad.
Oh, it's so sad, but
What did I
it's so
read?
good.
Oh, I read like Smile Sisters in Drama like 8
Oh.
times.
Ew. Again, with the
I read
graphic
this graphic novel, and I usually hate graphic novels, but I read 2 that I didn't hate. And one of them was like, what was the one? It was like Sunnyside or something like that. And it was like this like girl that like went to stay with her like grandpa at like a nursing home because her brother like did like drugs and alcohol and stuff. That was
Did you guys read El Defo?
No.
Yeah.
I've never read a graphic novel all the way through because I can't.
And then the only other graphic novel that I've been able to make it through, and the only reason why I can make it through is because it was like 2 pages of graphic novel and then like 4 pages of like regular text. It was called Roller Girl.
Oh, I read that.
I
You
like
guys
that.
should have read El Defo. If you didn't read El Defo.
My mom always made us read over the summer, and so I don't remember what the book is called, but the cover is like 2 like milkshakes, and it's about this kid who like they never said he had autism, but like they basically said it.
Mhm.
And he was struggling with that, and he was very unpopular. And the most popular girl, her dad died, and so like they became friends. And then like obviously there was like it wasn't just they became friends. Like bad things happened, but like that was the basic like plot. It was really good.
Sounds good.
Um,
What school book that we've read has been your favorite?
a book
This
that I've
year?
read.
No, ever. Like book that you
Oh.
read for school.
Like
The
that,
one I said about
that
the
like, the entire class read, or that we did in like book clubs.
Either.
Okay.
the one about the girls who were like basically gods. I really like that one.
Frinkle. Did you guys not read Frinkle?
No.
No.
Oh, no, is it
Pen-
Frindle?
Frindle, yeah.
Yeah, it's
That
Frindle.
was so good.
Did
Oh,
y'all
I
read
remember. Oh, I liked that one.
Did you guys read Chrysanthemum like 8 times in kindergarten?
Oh yeah,
Chrysanthemum.
definitely.
Or
did.
that one about that donut who like became that guy's pet?
No.
It was about
Yes.
this donut, and he became this guy's pet because pets weren't allowed in his
Talking about
apartment.
if you give a dog a donut.
No, I love those. No, it was literally called like Arnold the Donut, and it was like at 9 a.m. I was made into dough. At 10 p.m. I was baked, and then this guy purchases him, and when he's about to eat him, he's like, "You eat donuts?" ? And the guy's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "I don't want to be eaten," and so he's like, "My apartment doesn't allow pets. Do you want to be my pet?"
If it doesn't allow pets, then why would it be a pet?
Because he's a donut, so technically he's not like a pet.
Can you just get moldy?
I don't know. It's a kid's book.
My favorite book that I ever had to read for school was either. Well, I really liked 11 Birthdays.
Oh, you had to read that for school?
Yeah,
Lucky.
we read that in a book club.
Lucky, that was so good. The whole
I
series
also-
was good.
I also got, we did like individual book clubs, I remember, and I read one of like the John Green books. I read Run It's Catherine's for that, so like that was fun. And then I loved The Outsiders. I know it's like such a cliche book, but it's actually a pretty good book. Also, Fahrenheit 451, I feel like a lot of people hated that, but like I liked it.
I
I
hated that one.
despised it.
One of my favorite books of all time and movies is Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say
So
that.
when we read that, that was fun.
I despise Romeo and Juliet too.
Yeah, Romeo and Juliet, like literally like our teacher like wrote me a note being like, I love how much you love Shakespeare. Your love for Shakespeare makes me want to be a better teacher. And I was like, oh, that's really sweet.
Miss Madero's notes, I mean, our English teacher's notes were the sweetest thing ever. She would just randomly leave notes on people's desks.
Not me. Wow.
Oh,
I remember one day, like, I came back from lunch and there was a note on my like desk. I was like, oh God, this is it. This is the moment, guys. They found out. And I didn't even do anything, but I had to run through everything in my head. I was like, oh my goodness, why is it in such a pretty envelope? And then everyone else was like, well, why don't you open it? Because no one else has gotten one before. I was like, because I'm nervous. But inside it was just like I don't even know. It was one of our little feather things that we had for school, and it was just a nice note telling me how passionate and how happy she is. I'm so passionate about reading and writing.
Imagine getting a note.
she basically said in mine, she was like, you know, good job keeping your unit under control. She's like, it can't be easy having a unit with 3 guys, so congratulations.
Yeah, I loved Romeo and Juliet. That one's good.
No, somebody's trimming our bushes. Can you hear it?
No.
Guys, I'm getting a whole new road as we speak, so
Well, we can't hear it, so either this audio is going to be awful or it's not going to matter, except for the Isabella's motorcycle.
I can't hear anything except like people speaking.
That's good. You heard the motorcycle, though.
Oh, I heard the motorcycle, but that's not like continuously happening. It just
Yeah.
I'm also right by my windows and doors, so like.
Yeah, mine's like right there.
Oh,
I
what
probably
about
should
TV?
start reading.
We
again.
should talk about TV shows.
We should make a book club. No, Haley's gonna finish the book in 2 hours.
And I would be like, what? We had to read?
We should make a book club.
No, let's not make a book club.
we'll never
Love it.
agree on a book.
We would never.
Lauren and I will make a book club.
Okay.
It would be so bad because Laura would be like, let's read a book about puppies. And Lauren would be like, let's read a book that I've already read before. And then I would be like, let's read a romance novel. And then Haley would be like, let's read The Shining. Like, it's just.
I would read a romance novel. All the books I like are about romance. and
Romance
bacon.
novels are superior.
Okay, well, then maybe it would just. Maybe we could
I
find.
love
Maybe
books.
The Shining has a romantic subplot.
I like books about like underdogs. Like I don't like when it's about like the perfect people. I like when like they start the book being like homeless and their dad died. I know it's
Same.
horrible.
Jesus.
But like I also hate fantasy books. I only
Oh
like
no, they're the
realistic
best. Dystopian is the superior series.
I
mean-
only like realistic fiction.
The only fantasy books that I like are Harry Potter. Like, realistic fiction is where it's at.
No.
Yes.
Like I said, okay, anything, because like the way I started really reading was because it would be, if I would read a book that was super suspenseful and like probably not all that like age appropriate and kind of scary and like terrifying basically, it would take my mind off like why I was anxious about things, and then I would just fall asleep because it would be like so suspenseful and I would just like, and then fall asleep. And so that's the kind of book I like now. It's just the kind that like you're like tearing through the pages of.
I love Holocaust books. I'm a horrible person.
No, I love books that take place in mental hospitals. Oh my god, the books that I've read that take place in mental hospitals are amazing.
I read Girl in Pieces. Ooh.
Oh, that book's intense.
That book, I don't know what it's called. I think it's Counting something. And it's like the cover is like a fishbowl with a fish jumping out of it. And it's about that girl who has like
Girl who
cerebral
can't
palsy.
move. Yeah, she's
can't,
sitting in a
like,
wheelchair.
Oh,
Out of My Mind.
Yes.
Out of My Mind,
That book
yes.
is good.
that book is so good.
There's these books that you like know and love, but you don't remember them until somebody says it.
Yes. Like I remembered the book, I just could not say the name, and I kept saying, I don't know the name, but
Oh, you know what book is also really good? I don't know if you guys read this. We read this for a book club in like 4th grade. It was called Wolves, and it was about this girl and her brother had autism. So it was like, and she like worked as like a camp counselor for like kids with autism, and like this, and like she had never, and her life kind of like revolved around her brother. I don't know.
wait, is that the one where they kept using the analogy of like the brother is the son and her parents revolve around them?
Yeah, I think so.
Have
yeah.
you guys ever read My Sister's Keeper?
No.
No. Oh, have you read Secret Language of Sisters?
Well, can
No.
I talk about My Sister's Keeper?
Yeah. Nobody's read any of these books.
My Sister's Keeper is a book. You might know the storyline, but it's like her sister needs bone marrow, so her family like forces her to give bone marrow over and over, like sacrifice her life for her sisters, and then she has to figure out how to get out.
Oh, she's like gonna. I thought it was just a little bit. She just was gonna die from giving bone
No,
marrow?
because she was forced to continuously give bone marrow.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, there are some people that literally have children as like donor babies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Well, why don't you like? No offense, I'm not saying you should like give up non-healthy children, but if you have like a healthy child and like a not well child, why would you like kill the well child to keep the not well one alive? Like,
very weird, the logic behind having a donor baby.
This is not a book. It probably is. Do you know about that like woman who had cancer and she was poor and she didn't have enough money to like cure it, so they just kept taking her cells and like doing tests on her instead of actually giving her chemo.
No.
Did she know that this was happening?
No, not till she died.
Ah.
This was like, but also like from those tests, that's why we know so much about cancer is because of like her.
It's like whenever like you hear those like awful stories of like that's actually like not what it's like, but it just kind of made me think of like whenever like in like the Holocaust they would like
The
take,
twin
like,
studies.
twins. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you just don't really know what to do with. You're just like good, bad, in the middle.
I don't think twin studies were good, Gloria.
Okay, they weren't good, but like the new information that we've gotten is good.
So Secret Language of Sisters, it was about these two sisters and they get okay, wait. I'm trying to think. Wait, there was and then I read another book that was like also sisters. So I think one of them gets in a car. Okay. So they get in a car crash. Oh, I'm getting these plots mixed up. In one of I don't know which it is. And I don't know the title of the other book, but they're about sisters and one of them gets in a crash, and so, but they think that the person who crashed, because they were in the sister's car, is the other twin. And the other twin is like the popular, outgoing one. And so the girl who is quieter is the one that's conscious. The other one's in a coma. And so she pretends to be her sister, and she goes out and like lives her life for her. And then, I forget the other one.
Isn't that like, what is it? What Happened to Monday?
Mm-mm.
Isn't that
What
movie?
happened to Monday? Or I think it's what happened to Wednesday.
No, it's What Happened to Monday.
Okay, there's like 7 of them, and you're not allowed to have more than one kid.
Yeah, and
And
then
so-
Monday dies.
And so they all. Oh, they did. I thought she went missing.
No, they all die.
Oh, I was
They
gonna
get
watch
killed.
the.
Because
I was
someone
gonna watch
figures
the
it out.
movie, but then I got scared when they were gonna cut her finger off.
Oh, it is scared. And there's some scenes in it that are like freaky.
Yeah, I haven't read that. Gloria, you were talking about that though.
Yeah, I was talking about the Netflix version.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't read. I know you can. Not a chance.
Okay, we gotta talk about TV shows.
Yes, you know what TV show I'm currently watching? Orange is the New Black. And it's based off of a memoir. So kind of the same thing as books.
Okay.
Young and Hungry, also about love and food.
Oh, Young and Hungry. I love that show. Sorry, that was a really passionate saying for something that didn't need to be so passionate, but it's a good show.
I don't know why this memory it's a TV show from Jessie, that one reporter that's like has like the weird voice, and it's the one where like, oh wait, I'm trying to remember this. It's the one where Zuri becomes like noticed by the fashion world and Emma's really jealous.
Oh, yes, I know what you're talking about.
And then she says like amazing really weirdly.
Amazing.
Anyway, my obsession right now is Friends. So good.
I'm rewatching Wizards of Waverly Place and I'm living for it. Young Selena Gomez.
It's a force to be reckoned with.
So no spoilers. I'm in season 4 right now.
It's been out since like 2000. Yeah.
Earlier than that.
1994 is when that show premiered.
Okay, I was gonna say like 1990s, but then I didn't want people to be like, it came out in 2004.
It ended in 2004.
Well, got something kind of right.
What was it when Hitler died? You're like, Hitler would still be alive.
So my mother listened to that episode and she did the math. You said like Hitler would be like 197. He'd be 137.
Wait, who said that? Me?
No, you're like Hitler could still be alive. Wait, no.
No, wait, okay, no. Oh, you said he'd be like 191 or something, but he'd actually be 131.
Okay,
Me?
I'm not surprised I did
Or Lauren?
the math wrong.
Oh, Lauren.
I'm so confused. Somebody just texted me about the math quiz. I'm not in your math class.
You're just the hub for any question.
No. You guys.
Like, I'd ask you about Spanish, and you speak French.
What?
You guys, do you know if there's any useful study materials for the math quiz? Sir, I don't have a math quiz. I don't know how to help you.
Oh, Lord. Who was it?
Drew.
Ah,
Hi, Drew, if you're listening. No, I do not have any useful study materials.
Oh, Quizlet.
TV shows. Oh, Grey's Anatomy. Oh, Grey's Anatomy.
I'm shocked
yes,
you haven't said it.
yes, Grey's
The
Anatomy.
Flash.
Grey's Anatomy.
Avatar.
Glee.
I hate that show.
Glee is so good.
The Middle. Have you guys seen that?
Oh, yeah, I know
No.
what you're talking about. I've seen like episodes. Not like the whole thing, though.
They took it off Amazon Prime, and I'm really upset.
Mhm.
I want to watch
I don't know.
13 Reasons
Lately, I've
Why.
only been watching like anime and like
I thought you said if people watch anime, it was gross.
I did, and then I had a revelation. I don't know. I'm watching Hannibal too. That's really good. It's really gory though.
I'm trying to think. I don't really watch all that much TV, except for Friends.
Oh, and if you are younger than the age of 13, any show that I say, I'm not recommending you watch it.
I would say 12, because you were 14 when you watched them.
Well, see, I was 11 when I watched Grey's Anatomy.
Girl.
I was 9 when I watched Friends.
Same.
It came
I
on
was
Nick at
2.5
night.
when I first watched Criminal Minds.
Okay, but I'm just saying, if we have, because I don't really know what the age demographic for our audience is. I know it's more geared towards like teenagers that are our age, but I do know that younger kids.
You're cutting out ridiculous amount.
But I do know that.
No.
But I do know that younger kids could be watching. So like, I would not watch Orange Is the New Black, honestly, even if you're not like 14 or 15 yet, because that's kind of scarring. I'm not gonna lie to
It
you.
really is.
Like, it's really kind of scarring. And then I would not recommend watching Grey's Anatomy if you are not at least able to understand one medical term. If you don't know what the mitochondria is, you don't get to watch Grey's Anatomy. Period.
Jerry Springer is a great show.
Jerry Springer is a great show.
All Americans really good.
What's it about?
It's about this guy who lives like legit in the ghetto, and he's really good at football, and so he moves in with this family to go play football in Beverly Hills. And he lives like close to the like next to Beverly Hills, but like the ghetto, like an hour from it. But the family he moved in with like isn't just like a random family. Like they kind of have like connections to his original family that like, and he doesn't have a dad. And so just like a bunch of drama keeps happening, and like even though most of the characters are really rich, they still like go through bunch of stuff, and so it like shows privilege, but also like privilege doesn't affect every single aspect.
I watched the first couple episodes of it with Olivia, and I really liked it, but then I got distracted, so I'm probably gonna finish it after I'm done with Orange Is the New Black.
And like pretty much everyone in it is like a different race. There's only like a few main characters that are white, so it's like Hamilton.
Yeah, it's a really diverse cast.
Aw, my grandma just sent me a picture, and my baby cousin drew their puppy while she was waiting for the bus.
So cute. Oh my gosh, yeah, I was walking my dog this morning, and the amount of like little kids that were just like walking, like staying at like their like bus stops and everything, I was like, wow.
Oh, I forgot. Some people went back to school today.
Didn't Allie go back to school?
No, she doesn't go back until Thursday because she's
Oh.
the outfit. Did we talk about how it goes? I think we did.
I'm still confused if only group 2 goes back the first week or if it's group 1 then group 2.
Yeah, they don't know yet.
It'd make more sense so that both groups get to experience like the first week of school.
But then my point was that if we do 1 day each, group 1 will have had 4 days before group 2 will have gotten their second day.
Okay,
Yeah.
but also, like, the school doesn't even know, so
They need to hurry up.
yeah, that's nice.
I know. Also, like, we know nothing about if we get like a freshman orientation. If we do, the other school gets a freshman orientation.
Yeah, my school gets a freshman orientation. Okay, so what are you gonna talk about now?
Well, we
Moves.
yeah, and then we got to talk about like how it shaped the teen culture, or if it did. We don't know.
Okay.
Movies,
What's a good movie?
good movies, Disney movies.
That movie that no one talks about is that like Wizard of Oz movie, where like it wasn't the Wizard, like it was Wizard of Oz.
Oz the Great and Powerful. That movie was
Yeah,
terrifying.
that movie was so good.
No, it scared me so much.
I loved it.
I think this is a random movie that I watched and it was so sad, but it was like so good and really well produced. If you want a sad movie, it's called Love, Kennedy.
I've heard about that, I think.
I cried, but that doesn't say much because I cry at most.
You told me to watch that, and I did, but it was like not a film. It was like
Yeah, what? We watched different things then.
I was supposed to be taken to Alvin and the Chipmunks or some like kids movie at like not like our normal theater that we go to. It was like in downtown and it was like fancy. And it was actually like a submarine documentary
What?
about like this like it was basically like the Titanic but for a submarine.
When was
So
this?
I'm like, when I was like 8, I thought I was going to like Alvin and the Chipmunks or some like kids movie, and I'm just sitting there watching like them showing artifacts from this like lost submarine. And when we get out of the movie theater, my grandfather, because he took me, he was like, I don't know what that was.
That's so funny. Wait, you just like were sitting in a theater watching
Very
a
boring. Yes.
Okay.
What was I gonna say? Oh, a movie that I really thoroughly enjoy is The Greatest Showman.
It's so good.
It got really bad, like, box office reviews, but I don't know why. Like, I have not talked to a single person that doesn't like that movie.
I didn't know that. It got bad reviews.
Yeah, people are just like, it's not realistic to who P.T. Barnum was. Like,
These
the-
He
people
was a real
wasn't a good
person.
person.
like, that's the point. It's not supposed to be. They weren't saying it's a realistic portrayal of how it happened. It's supposed to be, like, fun and lighthearted.
Yeah, it was good.
Parabrine's Home for Peculiar Children is good.
I didn't watch it.
Not as good as the books.
Well-
Lori wouldn't know.
I still don't read.
The books are very, very good. I read
I
them
was
in
obsessed with Coraline as a kid.
Never saw Coraline.
I've seen it upwards of 8 times.
Why?
I just was obsessed. I have no explanation.
Is it good? I haven't seen it either.
I like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
That movie is so stupid.
It's so good.
I'm a big fan of The Kissing Booth.
Those are
Oh
good.
no.
Okay,
I don't-
everyone hates on them, but I'm like, you know what? In summer of 2018, everyone was like, oh my gosh, The Kissing Booth. And then everyone just suddenly realized that it was kind of a bad movie. But I'm still like, I love The Kissing Booth.
I
I'm
like The Kissing Booth.
not afraid to admit it. I like in the first Kissing Booth when Noah's like, get in the car, Elle. Like, it's so bad that it's good.
My biggest problem with the second one is just that awkward beach scene where they were like, I think it's I forget which Noah, and they were like, Noah got a good bod over the summer, and like he not body shaming anyone, but he was just like very average,
Oh,
and all the girls were like swooning.
yeah, you're talking about Lee. He was like
Like, okay, like nothing wrong with it. I just was expecting like The Rock, and he just walked out like.
And then he falls, and it's supposed to be like funny, and I was, or that beach scene where like Marco just like pulls out his guitar, but like where did he get the guitar?
He was in. I think he was in Jeff. He was in something.
He was in Young and Hungry.
Yes.
He was Sophia's little brother in Young and
I
Hungry.
still don't think he's cute.
You don't think he's cute?
No. Something's wrong with his eyes. He looks like the turtle from Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, okay, no, we're putting a poll up on the Instagram when this episode goes out to see if Marco is cute, and we're also
Everyone's gonna think he's cute with me.
he is.
I'm gonna need a picture. I have not seen this.
I don't think he's ugly, but I don't think he's cute.
Much better. He's better than Noah. Team Marco.
We'll be doing
That's a lie.
research. I'm emailing the old episode, or the one we just, not the old episode, the one we are still filming, the first recording of it to myself. What did we just record? Books, part 1. Some behind the scenes right here.
Please don't keep you.
You should title it "What Was in Our Ears, in Our Eyes, in Our Hearts."
Haley, do you want to talk about like short stories and poems?
No.
Okay. As
I
expected.
don't have anything to
Oh,
talk
yes,
about.
I
I'm not.
should. I want to talk about. No.
I don't have anything to talk about.
Okay, well then.
And, oh wait, we gotta
sidewalk
talk. Do we think it's impacted the teen culture?
Yeah, of course TV's impacted us.
Yeah.
I think it's impacted us, but less than it did our parents' generation,
Agreed.
because social media has been a thing.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like social media has probably impacted us more than TV
I
has.
hate saying that because it's so stereotypical, but like it's true.
Well, yeah.
Okay, is it advice time?
It's advice time.
Read. I know it sounds horrible, but like your education will improve so much. Just realizing.
Own advice.
What?
Maybe Gloria should take her own advice.
I think you should too.
I read a lot of articles and things.
I don't.
See,
I read
used to
Instagram
read
descriptions.
Wow. I used to read so much more than like all my peers, and now I just read about the same because they
I
started.
read the AP World book.
Oh, I read that too.
I have so much AP World I have to do. My advice, not my real advice, you probably should, but if you're taking AP World, be ready.
The whole time it didn't have to be in complete sentences.
Are you kidding me? You should have asked your stupid question.
I was too afraid of asking, and everyone would be like, "Of course, it's supposed to be in complete sentences." You've been in English? You've been in school for a while. It's always supposed to be in complete sentences.
Okay, my actual advice though is gonna be I need something I haven't done. Like, what haven't I done? Oh, if you make your bed. It makes you feel so put together.
I mean, it's advice.
I sound like somebody's mom.
Okay, my advice is get up out of bed every day and just drink some water. Like, that's all you gotta do. Like, if you just complete getting out of bed and drinking some water, you are an accomplished human. Good job.
Ooh, I've never been accomplished.
Hey, you don't drink water, but
You drink
I
bu-
try.
what do you drink?
Me?
Yeah.
Nothing.
you drink flavored water.
I drink bubblies.
Is that it?
No, I do drink water, just like not like as much as I should.
Yeah.
Okay, bring us home, Haley.
You know, maybe you shouldn't wait till the last minute to do all of your assignments.
Called
I
out.
know. I know. You know, it might seem like a good idea because you're watching TV at the time.
Or
But now
specifically Avatar.
that it's yes, you're watching Avatar and you're having a nice time. But now that you have a test in 2 days and you're only on 1.5 out of 1.7,
Oh, okay.
you should have probably done it. So just do your homework. Get it done.
We sound like such parents.
Good.
Don't take
We
it.
need to advise the younger generation.
If you're listening to this and you have a podcast for teens, not called for teens because that's our name, you should reach out to us and we want to collab with you.
Maybe.
On Instagram at four
Stupid. We don't want.
parentheses, it's underscores.
I need to put the website in the description of the episode I just edited. Oh, that's such a fun word. Edited.
Just saying edit twice.
No, edited.
Edited? Yeah, you're saying edit twice.
No, you're not. Edited.
Oh, yeah. If you're saying edited it, then you're saying edit. You're saying edit twice.
Edited.
Think about the word edited and then think about the word it. You are spelling edited it.
Edit.
Edited it.
Okay, bye,
I'm saying
guys.
it right.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.